people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet. Once again, we welcome you to a very special broadcast this very evening, the 11th day of April in the year of Most High Elohim 2021. The time now is precisely 7 minutes past 7 in the blessed land of Biafra, and the same number of minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are and where you're listening to us from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, because this very broadcast, as always, is being listened to right across the face of this very planet. Wherever there are Biafrans or men or women
I welcome everyone to this program. Please, as you are joining us, like the broadcast. I'm trying to put WhatsApp number for those who want to call before we start the program.
We are simulcasting on multiple platforms. We are on IPOB Community Radio app. We are on Radio Biafra app. We are on radio on FM in Biafra land, and also some parts of the Zoological Republic. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. Those who can find us on Facebook.
Please, if you are watching me, like the video. I want to put a WhatsApp number. This is a very important broadcast today.
I welcome you this evening. We are going to preach the gospel of heaven, this very gospel of truth, of redemption, of hope. This very gospel that will lead us from the darkness that is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria into the light that we know that Biafra is. Get your pen and paper ready. Please do not forget that. My name is Mazen Namdekano. I am the leader of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, the largest mass movement on the face of this very planet Earth. I am the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, God Almighty in heaven, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. As we have become accustomed to, we are going to pray as we always do on this platform. Because without God Almighty in heaven, we are not going anywhere. That we recognize even from the name that we are given at birth. Therefore, we must pray. And I am going to pray in the oldest language known to man, in Igbo language. Because right now, as we are here as sons of men on this very earth, the angels who are praising the Creator are doing so in Igbo language. Onye ọbụla na ya kere eluigwe maka elu ụwa na ihe niile nke mmadụ dị ndụ pụrụ iji anya ya abụọ wee hụ. Onye ọbụla na ya ka ndị mmụọ ozi na-efe. Onye ọbụla na ya ka ụmụ mmadụ na-akpụ isi ala nye. Onye ọbụla na ya ka ndị okenye oru abụọ na anọ na-atụ mkpọ ọla edo n'ala wee na-aja mma na-asị na ọ dị nsọ mgbe niile ebighị ebi. N'ihi na ndị Igbo onye a tụrụ iwe ebighị ebi ezi ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-ajụ n'abalị ehihie ọbụla dị ụtụtụ. Ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka anyị ga-esi wee jaa gị mma wee fee gị wee gọzie aha nsọ gị. Gị onwe gị bụ onye kere ihe niile ekere eke mana ọ bụ onye kere ya. N'ihi na o nweghị ihe ọbụla nke mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ọ bụ naanị okwu nsọ nke gị ga-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị ọ ga-erebe nna nke igwe wee daa. O wee tighata azụ na aja nke ya onwe ya si wee pụta. Mana okwu nsọ gị na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Ọ bụ n'elu okwu nsọ nke anyị kwuru n'isi ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra n'ụwa niile ka anyị gbakwasịrị okwu nna nke igwe wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị n'abalị a. Na-asị lekwa ka isi wee mee ka ihere wee bụrụ nke ndị iro. Aka si ha wee baa ha ọnụ. Iwe jiri obodo kwesịrị uzu wee laa ya n'iyi. N'ihi na o nwere nkwa nke ịpụrụ anyị esi ebube dị ngọzi. Si n'oge ọbụla anyị tigatara so n'ebe nọ na nke igwe wee kpọkuo ha nsọ n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu na ị ga-aza anyị ekpere na ị ga-abụrụ anyị nna anyị wee bụrụ gị ụmụ. N'ụbọchị nketa ezinụlọ nke gọziri agọzi abụrụ dị nsọ bụ IPOB ka a na-eche gị ka iwe gọzie ụmụ gị. Nna nke igwe ọbụla dị nọ n'ụlọ nga onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke ebere ka e wee metụ ndị ji anụ gị ka ha wee hapụ ha. ka e wegburu okwu nsọ Biafra na nke Ebere dị Ngozi wee tinye n'ime mmụọ na echiche ụmụ mmadụ niile n'ụwa niile ndị ezi ụmụ nwoke na ụmụ nwaanyị ndọ ha na-eru n'okwu ka wee kuni ya wee si n'oge ya erule mgbe nnụnụ ọbụla ji alaghachi na-akpụ ya anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị na onwe ihe anyị bụ ewezuga gị na nke Ebere gị dị Ngozi ya wee Eastern Security Network wee na-eche gị n'iru n'abalị ya na nke Ebere ka e wee gọzie ụmụ gị n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-arọpụtara anyị ngwa agha onweghị onye ọbụla ga-apụta guzosi ike wee si na ọ bụ site na mbọ ya onwe ya na-agba mere Eastern Security Network ji wee guzo ọ bụ naanị gị Chineke na nke igwe anyị wee na-asị gị biko dube ụmụ gị dube ha ezi Ebube dị Ngozi na ka ha rabụ ndị kụnri wee si na Biafra agaghị adị ndị etu agaghị adị ezinụlọ ha agaghị adị ka ha rabụ ndị kụnri na nke Ebere wee na-esu imi onye nwụ na Chineke nna ụkwụ na aka ga-arụ ndị dị etu a a ga-eji ala wee zere mmiri nna nke igwe isi ga-aba ha ala onye nwe m na Chineke nna dị Ngozi o nweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị na-azọ na-abụghị nke anyị nwere o nweghị mgbe ọbụla anyị kụziri wee na-asị na anyị na-azọ ala wụ ala mba ndị ọzọ mba ọ bụla ala nke nyere ndị gboo n'ọwụwa anyanwụ nna nke Ebere anyị wee na-asị gị onye kere igwe maka elu ụwa gị onwe sọsọ bụ onye na-abụrụ anyị ọ bụ ejila mmehie wee kwụọ anyị ụgwọ ọrụ mana amara gị Chineke nna nke igwe wee na-asị n'otuto na nsọpụrụ eji ama gadara aha nsọ gị site n'ebighị nọrọ n'ebighị anarọ gị ise. And having prayed in the language of heaven, I must proceed very speedily and without further hesitation to present to you what we have this evening.
We are going to continue this broadcast. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I miss you so much. Each time I hear your voice, it gives me strength and it gives me hope. Each time I hear your voice, I feel like crying. I feel like a lion has been caged and his people, most of his people that are supposed to help him are nowhere to be found. I welcome everybody to this live broadcast. Please, if you are joining me, 62 people watching, only 7 like. Hey, Aromer, Mauro Simon Epa. Ezibota Aromer. Biko, press your hand. Press your hand in that like button. It will not cost you anything. Enwere ife ụnọ na-ama ha ndị a iji ihe ha na-eme ihe onyonyo a ị na-anya na chanel m ofu onye aboki bịara na-asị m na na-ekwu okwu na nna-asị Igbo na ya mere enwezi ndị na-enene ihe onyonyo nne ya anya ntị ọchị nsị na onye iberibe bụ onye iberibe ihe gbasara Biafra ha na-abịa ya otu a na-abịa ya ka ha bịagbuo ya. Ị gaa na platform ndị niile ndị na-eme ihe Biafra ị ga-aghọta ife na-eme mana ọ bụrụ na na-eme ihe vidio ihe na-eme na zoo ị ga na-afụ ha many destiny ga na-enwe mmadụ ga-eju ebe a mana mmaha eji maka ego ree my identity. That will be the last thing I can ever do. Ntinye enweghị onye na-ewere ya onwe m mara na obi m dị ọcha. So ndị a na-abịa ebe a na-asị m na ndị mmadụ adịghị enenezi ihe m ọ bụrụ ndị mmadụ na-eme ya ọwụ ndị anyị na-eyuzu ihe a enyogo ha ego so ha onye ebe ị nọrọ bịa ma afọ nke fra bịachie ya aka. So aka gị nwa na-enene ife a aga gị nwa belivro adịmshọ na masụkwa oyibo na ihe a bikọs ezigbote iwe na-egbe m aka gị nwa ga-enye wee like ihe a ị na-alaiki ya enwe ihe ha na-akpọ algorithm na ihe a ga-eburuzi ya ha enweghịzi control over it. So ka ị marụ n'uche. Before I proceed, I want to put this to YouTube that this platform does not promote any violent, hate speech or misleading information. Ofu onye sim na Biafra wo fraud nnecha ya anya chọọchị negodu nwoke voice ya dị ka agụ negodu agụ Biafra ka gara na Kenya kechide ya ndị be ya emechi ọnụ ndị be ya ada ekwu okwu apart from ụfọdụ na-emenụ. And I also want to use this opportunity ihe ọbụla pụtara m n'ọnụ na ka m ga na-ekwu etinye m the title of this video is that this is a waking call for ndị bai. It's like we have given up hope. Adịka ya echefuo na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ndị buru ibu and also iwu ọnụkwa ndị a na-akpọ m na-asị m bịa join ya grupu ha adị m ajoin azọka gị were mma pede m n'onu mba mụ bịa join ha grupu ka ị na-akọtọ Simon Ekpa ihe m pụtara ụwa ime. If you think that what Simon Ekpa is doing is not good, nwanne m nwoke nwanne m nwanyị, ị nwere ọnụ, ị nwere anya, ị nwere ntị, imepe YouTube or Facebook or any platform is not so difficult. Gaa mepee nke gị. Ị na-asị m na ị chọrọ use platform ka ị bịa na-akọtọ. I will be the last person that will speak against Simon Ekpa. Notice na ife ọ na-eme adịghị mma. Agawara m onwe mosi ọwa iwu na ị ga na-akọtọ ndị ọzọ to grow. Ọwa iwu na before irigo ịkọtọ mmadụ. Isi na unu na fight for the same thing, but you don't want to trust the other person. Ịchọ ka ibite ụzọ ihe niile gafere na oke gafee. Even ụfọdụ chọrọ ka Simon Ekpa ọrụ na ọ na-eji anya nsị ka ọ bịa duru ha ka ha fụ ike ya, fụ panti ya. That is what people want. Biko ndị a na-eme Simon Ekpa attack, ndị na-agwa amara na adị m like ịkpọ afa mmadụ na platform olesi onye ahụ ga-enye m ego. You people should stop it. Stop it. Do your own. Do your own. Prove yourself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu proved himself when he started. When he started, many people were against him until they found out that what he was saying is the truth. He proved himself and people believed and started following him when he was kidnapped, of which is their plan that when they kidnap this man, Biafra will die. They don't know. Likewise, some people they think that Simon Ekpa na Biafra la. There are many lions. Not behind ne. Ije na iwupu Simon Ekpa ọkanyo. Ije na iwupu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ihe gbasara Biafra nwanne isi gbuo onwe gị na asị. Mgbe jide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everybody everywhere because Tabion was scattered. People gave up, including myself. I almost gave up hope because of the way everything was going on. Because of the way it was poorly handled. A whole president, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supposed to be the president of Biafra. Ejide for 8 good days. Madam, people judge esi na ha busabo onye akwuo ime ya attack. Eweruzie Radio Biafra na-agba football. Simon Ekpa apụta revive oya. If there's no other thing that I would, because of trust Simon Ekpa, is for the fact that o jigidere this name Biafra. Jigide this name. Akara ichefugoro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Jigide up to this moment mana again no. Ịbịazie na-asịzie m na onye ahụ onye oshi n'ọwụ nka na mụ nwa Linda mụ weta platform ka ị were nwanne asị ka ị na-asụ. So this is a wake up call for ndị be anyị. Kedu ife unu chọrọ? Unu achọrọ ka ndị a ma handle gide ma. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu self, the man n'onwe ya kpọrọ akpọ. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kpọrọ akpọ. Enwe onye ọya bụrụ onye nọgoro obodo oyibo for years. Akpọrọ ya ga ebe ahụ with otu ha si eme. Onye akara ọ na grace of God anọghị upon him. Ọ kara iburugo ihe ndị Dutch na-akpọ history. But ọ kakwa na-aba nso. Chineke mebiri wepụtado onye dịka Simon Ekpa na atụ on behalf of him. Ị na-asị m pụta echi ma ọ bịa ka anyị jide Simon Ekpa mbịa n'otu a nọ hapụ nọ ihe na-eme bịa ebe a bịa nọrọ na-akọ maka Simon Ekpa nkọcha ihe nye m ego. So ekwuola m ya before si gịnị bụ nsogbu ndị Igbo? Isi na ị na-azọ maka Biafra, isi na ị na-azọ maka nnwere onwe. Onye nke asị na ọ na-azọ maka nnwere onwe. Ihe kwesịrị ime ọ ha agbakọ isi ọnụ, etikọ aka ọnụ. A na-atụ inu si agbakọ aka ọnụ anya ọma mere ọgba ọfụfụ. Mana ụfọdụ n'ime anyị achọghị ka agbakọ aka ọnụ. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ịnọ n'isi ka ọ bụrụ mụnwa bụ onye isi, ka ọ bụrụ ọkwa ofu ihe a mere eji dị egbe izuzu jejide nwoke aka ya dị ọcha. So na-ajụ ndị Igbo kedu ihe anyị chọrọ? Ofu onye si m nọrụkwa ebe a na-ezuzugharị na Biafra wụ fraud. Unu ekwetere na Biafra wụ fraud? Unu ekwetere na Biafra wụ fraud? Biko enwe nọmba m tinyere ebe a. Ọ bụrụ na ị na ebe a na-enene m enwe contribution ị chọrọ ime This is a wake-up call. Ndị Igbo kunieni n'ụra. Akwa mmiri ezochago, mmiri election ezochago, gbacha ide ya tacha. Ọsa na onye ọbụla n'anya kịta na ọsabe. Ihe na-ada atọmọchiwu ihe na-emenụ. Ọ jere ime onye ọbụla ya ata afụfụ ya. Kedu oge anyị ga-amara ife? Ndị be anyị ga-ata afụfụ, kpacha ego gacha n'obodo ndị ọzọ. Jerucha ụlọ mepecharụ ha be ha. Thank you a ga-asị ha agba ụlọ ha ọkụ. Ọ bụrụ na nke ndị Fulani akpọ ha anaghị enye mmiri ma na ị na-ana. Ọ bụrụ na Yoruba kpọrọ gị nke ihe ha na-akpọ yawo ị na-ana. Sọsọ ihe ị nwetara bụ ihe ị nwere n'ala Igbo. Sọsọ ihe ị nwere mana ị na-agwa ndị be anyị ha dị ekwe. Ị na-agwa ndị be anyị ụfọdụ socha agba ihe a na-eme ụkwụ bụ na ha enwechago ihe ahụ be ha. Ịbịa na European country, ị ga-afụ somebody si from ndị si from Italy ha nọ ebe a. Does it mean that ha enweghị ụlọ be ha? Ha nwere ụlọ be ha. So ndị be anyị tetanụ n'ụra, tetanụ n'ụra, tetanụ n'ụra. Mma sị na kịta bụ gboo, ihe emebigo bụ ihe omebigo, mana anyị kwekọta ọnụ. Sọsọ nsogbu ndị Igbo nwere bụ na anyị adị ekwekọrịta ọnụ. Ọ bụrụ na anyị kwekọrịta ọnụ si na anyị eme ife a, ife o ji dịkwanụ ọ dịkasị ndị Fulani a na-eme ife a siri ike bụ na ha dị otu a, ha fụrụ onwe ha n'anya. Ha jere ime ife ha họpụta ofu onye siri ike n'ime ha, onye ahụ eje ihe. Mana ndị be anyị onye ahụ asị achọrọ m enwe vidio m mere taa and ụwa a kịta emebigo. Nwanne amaazị nwanne ya, nwanne gị na ya si n'ofu afọ ofu ọbara, eweruzie ya so eneme ihe onye ọbụla amaazị kịta bụ so ezinụlọ ya. Enwere vidio nneneta agbawarụ m obi. Ọ n'obodo oyibo nye nwanne ya ego ya zụtara na arụ ọrụ ya ụlọ. Nwanne nwoke azụta ha ana ọrụhụ ụlọ, ọ zụrụ ana ọrụhụ ụlọ, o ji osere ụlọ ndị ọzọ na-egosi ya. Mgbe ọ nataziri ọfụna ọ na-ajụkwa ndị mmadụ a na-agwa ya na enweghị ụlọ ha fụrụ ọ na-arụ. Ọ natazie nwanne ya ka n'obodo oyibo asị ya gotekwere ya moto. So ọ natanụ ka ọ bịanụ onweghị ụlọ ọ fụrụ, ọsịsịa ka ya ji aka ya rụwa ụlọ. Onye nke o nyere ego gotere ya na asị ya na ya ha arụ ụlọ ebe ahụ, na ọrụ ụlọ ebe ahụ na ya egbu ya, na ya ọsị ya so na ESN ka ọsị ya so na gịnị na ya egbu ya. Nwoke a ji wee gbarụ gawazie na nke ndị uwe ojii. Nwanne gị ofu nne gị na ya maka o gotere gị moto, inyere ya ego, ijukwara ya sị ya nwanne kedu ka isi eme ihe ọma. Ndị anọ be anyị ha fụ ha n'onye n'obodo oyibo a na-ata ụtọ ego n'obodo oyibo, ha amadị na ọha nwa bụ ndị na-eme enjoy. Maka afụfụ mmadụ na ịkpatawo narị nwere ike be ịbanye n'ime ọfịa ihe ọbụla ị wetara ijere ya at your own price, but here government determines the price of every commodity. Ọ dị very easy ịkpata ego be than ebe. So isiokwu ma bụrụnụ ndị Igbo, kedu oge anyị ga-eteta n'ụra? Unu achọrọ ka afụfụ Ojukwu tara naanị iyi? Unu achọrọ ka afụfụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu tara naanị iyi? Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ebugide na ihe a bugide buru ya n'isi. Peter Obi na ndị Britiko ewere ihe ha bịa asasịa ya. Peter Obi jos nọ ya uzuo ya bịa asasịa everything, asasịa everything. Kịta nụwa akwa ọgbachago. So enwere nọmba n'ebe a ka m getu voice Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Voice ya na-enye m joy, enye m joy. Enwere nọmba WhatsApp nọmba n'ebe a. Enwe ihe ị chọrọ ịcontribute, kedu ka ndị Igbo biko na like dị na vidio a. Mmadụ 83 only 29 like, ọ dịghị mma. Na like ya ka ozi a na-agbakọ anya ya ha ekwe ka Biafra nwụọ. Despite everything, Simon Ekpa siri ike o. Simon Ekpa siri ike nwebeghị otu ndị a na-esibeghị bugharịa ya. Ha ga na okwukwe adị m akaụntụ dị agha ndị si n'ilo ọwa agha between onye kpọrọ onwe gị the same Biafra. Ị ka na-fight kwa onwe gị, ị ka na-anụso nwanne gị ọgụ. Onye kwesịrị ihe o nidiri wụ support. Isi na ọwa onye oshi na o mere nke a mgbagosi na anyị evident no evident. Ijọsi nọ ka m bịa pụta otu a mgbanyere kamera pụta ebe a na-akpa maka Simon Ekpa. I will never do it. I will never do it because I have not seen any reason that I will come and sit down like this, or ndị akpọta gị na platform ebia na akọtọsịpa. I will not do it. I'm sorry to disappoint those people that are calling me on phone, writing me, you are worthy of what? Worthy of ịkọ asịrị akwa. So ndị be anyị ka a ga-ele voice Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Enwe onye chọrọ ịkpọ, biko ya kpọọ.
Monday. That's the way it is. I'm going to report, or should I say, talk about very briefly what Dave Umahi said regarding the mess that they are now in, those of them that claim that they are governors from the East. He was reported in the newspapers as having said that they are now hiding their faces in shame. Dave Umahi, along with the rest of the Fulefu governors, have now realized, or should I say recognized, that all along we have been right. There is nothing I tell you that is not ordained by heaven itself. There is nothing that I tell you that is not the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. There is nothing that I say to you that will not come to pass.
It's happening now.
We knew that they were wrong all along. And we must, of course, commend them for coming out to boldly say that they have been wrong and that we have gotten it right. Because they from Mahi have been in support of Fulani Janjaweed in Ebonyi State and B.
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome to the program. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, my beloved sister.
So you heard the topic of the discussion today. The topic says a waking call and time of action for all Biafrans. What must we do? Must we continue fighting one another? Must we continue criticizing one another? Is it how we are going to restore Biafra? Is this how we are supposed to restore Biafra, or are we supposed to support our brother that we believe and have seen that he is doing very well, and also pray for him? Because this thing is not easy. Only to sit down here and talk or make video, look for videos, post is a very big work, and somebody is doing it diligently. So my brother, how are we supposed to wake up from this sleep? Because I cannot lie. Ihe na-emezi ndị Igbo na-agbasi m anya mmiri, and ndị Igbo na onwe ha enyekwana aka na-egbu onwe ha. So biko gwa ndị Biafra okwu.
Thank you so much, my sister. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, any place you are watching from, I welcome you to the program, and I appreciate you, my beloved sister, for your effort and your commitment to the Biafran struggle, preaching the message, sending out information that need to be heard at all times. It's not an easy task to be able to send that information. We are fighting a very big battle. Just as our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, that the people we are up against, the enemy we are up against, they are very powerful. They have all the money, they have all the connections, they have all the links. And today they have included buying all the saboteurs around us. So you can see that the enemy is multiplying on a daily basis. They buy and they even buy our own brothers and sisters. You find out that the person you are chasing, the animal within the forest, in the next minute they are turning back and say that oh, again is and before you know it, they will shoot at your leg. So the situation now is very serious. But I thank Chukwu Abiyama. Anybody that is watching this program, you should always go on your knees and begin to thank Chukwu Abiyama and make sure you pray for our Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. We thank Chukwu Abiyama for the progress we have made so far. Against all odds, against all temptation, all attack that is coming from east, west, north, and south. We thank Chukwu Abiyama that he gave us somebody who has that spirit and that zeal to fight for that which is right. Just as my sister have asked, what are we going to do today? Biafra Republic government in exile, being headed by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister have made an open call for every Biafran. He opened his hand wide. This is not the time to antagonize people. This is not the time to blackmail people. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter who you think you are supporting. It doesn't matter where you hang your life. Either you say you are whatever be your religion or whatever your tribe. As long as you are from Biafra land, the old southeastern region, our Prime Minister has said it openly, that it is time to unite. Everybody. He said it in his broadcast, and he said he has forgiven everybody that has offended him, including those that gave money as a bounty on his head. With all your propaganda and blackmail, he said he has forgiven. What else are you expecting? What are you waiting for? But it is so sad that even after that speech, today you still see some people who are keeping themselves busy on the area that we have crossed. I thank Chukwu Abiyama for how far we have gone today. This is not the time to talk about the enemy or talk about blackmailing your own brother and your own sister. The enemy we know today, they know themselves and they have defined themselves to every Biafran. If you are a genuine Biafra with the Biafran blood flowing in your vein, and today, you are still busy castigating your own brother. Not just your brother that is making something happen. You are castigating him. I'm sorry. You are left behind, and I bet you, he doesn't need to fight you. Chukwu Abiyama is going to take you out, and you will not see Biafra. We are in the time of unity, in the time of just like Mazin Nandekana, our Supreme Leader, said, if you know that thing you have in your heart that you can do to get Biafra, go and do it and bring Biafra. Mazin Nandekana said, anything you know you can do. It is not compulsory that you must love Master Simon Ekpa. You must continue to do what that thing you feel you can do. Let's assume Master Simon Ekpa is not doing it well. You that has all the knowledge, you can speak all the grammar, you have all the connection. Can you please focus on that direction you feel that can give us Biafra?
As a Biafra,
go and get it. That is what Mazen Nandekano said. And he didn't stop there. Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Nigeria, he also said it, that if you can be able to get Biafra, pursue it on your way and get Biafra.
Wow.
If you get it before us, those of us that believe in him, if you get it before us, we will meet in Biafra land. If we get it before you, we will meet in Biafra land. There will be a law court to decide who fought right and who fought bad. Why don't you channel your energy on that collective interest of the Biafran people to get freedom? Why is it so difficult for you? And the second question I want to ask every Biafran, those of you that go to listen to gossip, those of you to go to platform where you will listen to gossip, I ask them, those people that want you to listen to them, I want you to follow them, ask them, can they mention one thing that is to their name? Since Mazen Nandeka was kidnapped for the past 2 years now, can they mention one thing that can be remembered of them and say, this thing it is, you are the one that did this? From the Department of Saboteur to the people, to the fallen demons, every one of them that is asking Biafrans to follow them, listen to them, can they tell us, just give us one single thing to their name that the Biafran people will say, oh, this man did this thing? Until then, and only then, you can begin to talk about Biafrans following you. But our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Simon Ekpa, that every one of us know, there are so many things to his name today. For the past 2 years that he has been absent, there are so many things to the name of Master Simon Ekpa today. If there is nothing you can remember, the one that is very clear to your eye is the activation of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. He activated it, and they are very, very active, not on the ground, above the ground. He has been able to open liaison offices across many countries. Even the one in the desert, our headquarters, you can see with all the blackmail and propaganda, progress is still going there. Very soon, the head office in the desert will be inaugurated. As if that is not enough, before you, he has activated the de facto government in Biafra land. Before your own very president, he has won an award, a global award of Ambassador of Peace.
Fake.
before your own president, Donald Trump, those of them in US making noise, Donald Trump have recognized our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile as one of the Prime Ministers that have endorsed him. As if that is not enough, do you want me to be counting? There are so many successes to his name. So many successes to his name. Not the ones he mentioned, the one you can see by yourself. So how can any sensible person see all this progress and yet you are deviating to listen to some people somewhere who has nothing to offer than to be a distractor? Our Prime Minister have said, come back home. He opened his hand wide, even for the politicians and anybody. Come back home. Keep your hatred aside. And I tell people, let me tell you, you must not like Master Simon Ekpa for you to support him. You are going to support him because he is fighting for collective interest of 70 million people. You don't appoint a leader because you love him. You don't appoint a leader because he's from your village. You don't appoint a leader because you have a business with him. You appoint a leader because of the qualities of a leader that he has. Because of his capacity, that is how you appoint a leader. And I can tell you, I am not telling you that Mazi Simon Ekpa is the smartest Biafran person. I'm not telling you he's the most educated Biafran person. I'm not telling you that he's the most connected Biafran person. But I am telling you, in Biafran struggle today, he is the most smartest and the most connected person, and he has all the qualities. Among the people who are in the struggle today, he's the only one that has a blueprint of where he's going. But it is unfortunate that when you go online today, you will see people that are still behind. Some people still come online to talk, let us protest. You are not protesting. You are not a member of IPOB. You are not a member of IPOB. You did not take an oath. You are not there. Some people are still on that level. That is how backward some people who claim to be fighting for Biafra are. When we have already drawn a line on our direction, Master Simon Ekpa said, with a target that in 2023, Biafra will come. It's a time frame. He gave a time frame. He is not pursuing Biafra forever. Unlike people who are agitating, be online and make noise, you want to do it forever as a career. He has a target. And we are focused on that target to get Biafra in 2023. If we miss it, we'll continue to pursue it. Brexit, how many times did the Britain make the Brexit before they succeed? But when they did the Brexit, they had a target. They made the first target, they faced the second target, on the third one, and they got it. The most important is that when you are doing something, you must have a focus on a target. And the target of the Biafran Republic of in exile, on the leadership of Master Simon Ekpa, who is our Prime Minister, is to get Biafra in 2020. And it is not just saying it. Every one of us can see the lines he's drawing, the things he put in place. Everything we need to get Biafra, we have it online. And the most ridiculous thing is that these people who are only noisemakers online, sometimes when you listen to them, some of them are expecting us to come and cause chaos. What they're waiting is you just come and begin to throw bomb and cause chaos and cause problem everywhere. That is not the way to get Biafra. That is a strategy. There are things you have to put in place that when you are talking to the world, they will listen to you. Today, the only man that is making the move to get allies for Biafra, to have a legitimate discussion for Biafra, is Master Simon Ekpa. Just today, the EU have responded to the petition he wrote to them. The EU acknowledged the petition written by our Prime Minister. They gave him an ear, and the invitation is going to be sent to him. It is not something hidden. He did it on his own, but today it's in the open. It's in the public. Go to his platform. You will see him posting every information one after the other. And the world are following. Go and see people who are following him. The last time when he commented, is the chief security officer, is it one of the military, is it the military chief in Israel? Military chiefs in Israel commented on the comment that he made. Commented on his comment on Twitter. Some of us don't know the person we have. We don't know who we have as a Prime Minister. We don't know. Some of us are just feeling because it's Master Simon Ekpa, because he comes online and talk online, then you can call and begin to ask unnecessary questions and say anything. You take him as they say you don't know his value. Mazi Simon Ekpa joined IPOB without introducing himself. He didn't put himself on the high stage. He brought himself low. He came into IPOB just like the way my sister is broadcasting. That was the way Mazi Simon Ekpa was broadcasting without advertising himself. It is his own work that advertised him. His job advertised him. When Mazi Simon Ekpa is telling you that when you realize that Mazi Simon Ekpa is a politician, he didn't tell you that he's a politician. You discovered it by yourself. And today, you can see his political experience playing out in the struggle. You can see his discussions all over the world. You will see it playing out. It is not just that he said it. We discovered that he is a lawyer. When you see him speak, the way he acts and the way he approaches issues, you will know that he is a qualified lawyer. He doesn't speak for himself. His action speaks for him. But up till now, you still see some people, because of their jealousy, because of their hatred and shame, they are still bent on speaking on things that are irrelevant. And I pity those that listen to them. There is no sensible Biafran person that have Biafran blood flowing in their vein that will not listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Except for those who may be for their belly, or those in the villages who are not getting the right information. But for any Biafran that has the right information and paid attention to the struggle, you have no reason to doubt Mazi Simon Ekpa. He has never been found wanting. Just like my sister have said here, every time you hear them accusing him of this and that, and in all the accusations, there has never been any place they found an evidence of making him wanting. He has achieved the law today with little or nothing. Look at the recognition that Mazi Nnamdi was seeking for a very long time. Paying lobbyists in the United States. Mazi Nnamdi said it on his program that IPOB was paying almost $200,000 per month for a lobbyist in the United States. He said it on his program. These are criminals that have surrounded Mazi Nnamdi and extort money. $200,000 per month, and yet nothing was done. Today, Mazi Simon Ekpa sat in Finland. With his experience and knowledge, he has been recognized. And the invitation will be sent for him when the campaign starts. That is how far it can go. So many things that you have to look at this Biafran government in exile. Mazi Nnamdi himself established the Biafran Republic government in exile. But there was no capable hand to run it. It has been dormant. They did nothing. You don't even know who is there and who is not there. Up to this moment, we don't know who was there before and who wasn't there. Who was the prime minister then? No, faceless people everywhere. Every one of them is scared to show up his face. But in the present reality, this is a time where you know people you are dealing with. Go and check the cabinet of Biafra Republic government in exile. You see professors, doctors, well-known people with their faces and their addresses there. Biafra have gone past the stage where you'll be hiding under the keyboard and begin to lie. It has gone past the stage where we go and take somebody who is selling battery charger and make him a spokesman, and he will hide somewhere under keyboard and be typing as a spokesperson of Biafra, and be answering him more powerless. Time have gone to, we have passed that stage. This time you have to come out. If you want to fight for Biafra, you come out and show what you have and show yourself. Nothing like I'm doing this on the ground, I'm doing that on the ground. There is nothing like doing it on the ground. Mazi Simon Ekpa is focused. Just like Mazi Nnamdi. This is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi have been crying for. People that are committed and focused. People that are ready to stick up everything to make sure they get what they want. We have all those qualities in Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is opening doors. If Chukwu Kakabiama can open the eyes of the Biafran people to show you the doors that Mazi Simon Ekpa have opened and places you have entered, you will have every reason to wake up every midnight and pray for him. You'll be praying for him. He has opened so many doors and continue to hit on so many doors to get it opened. Without relenting. Regardless the attack and the problem. Look at him in the last broadcast. With all the challenges, including his own people, put bounty on his head and gave money and say, catch him dead of our life. He still came out and he forgave them. And he told them to retrace their step. Just join hand and get a freedom that will favor you and everybody. You don't want it.
My brother, sorry for cutting you short. Before you proceed, I want to ask you a question, because up to this moment, some people do not believe in Simon Ekpa, especially this aspect of Biafra liaise office in America. Some people are still doubting that it's fake. I don't know if you know anything about that, if you can explain it very well, because some people, even sometimes some people call me to say, is this true? I heard that it's a forge, is this, is that. I told them go and ask Simon Ekpa, but I believe that he cannot play with Biafran's intelligence, that if he does something like that, I think it's a very dangerous thing for him to do. So I don't know if you can throw more light on this, what you know about the formation and how this Biafra government in exile, especially the liaison office in America that is causing commotion. If you can say something about it so that people will be informed and clear about this.
Thank you, my sister. You see, on that issue of the liaison office, our headquarters in the United States, it is so sad that somebody can come today and say he is doubting or he's not sure. This is something that Master Simon Ekpa gave an address. He gave an address of the place and wrote a letter with it. They pick up the address and they went and confirmed the place is in existence. It is not fake. The same people that are getting, they took the address, they confirmed it was the place. Initially, they said it is not the place. He just went and took an address. That was what they were saying. And later on, we went and put our flag on that very place to confirm it. Then they went back again and they confirmed that the flag is there. They confirmed that the address is there. They confirmed that it's in floor 2. They said they knocked and nobody opened the door for them. You went in a place. The office is not functional yet. People are not sleeping there. They put things there and go back. And we saw the decoration of the office on video. Master Samuel reviewed the video of the and the most thing that in that aspect we don't even need to talk much, because very soon the office will be inaugurated. It's almost completed. Master Simon Ekpa is giving the update. Very soon it will be inaugurated, and every one of them will go there and see it for themselves. For anybody that is still doubting if that place is real, even the people that are castigating Master Simon Ekpa, they confirm that it is real. You saw Master Simon Ekpa release the CCTV camera that captured them when they went there. If we don't have any access, how can our Prime Minister have access to the CCTV camera? If he doesn't own the place, how can he have access to the CCTV camera that will capture them? And they themselves confirm that it's in Suit 2. The Suit 2, the day they went there, the Suit 2 was locked. They knocked there, it was locked. They couldn't enter, assuming they entered there and they say they filmed there and there was nothing inside. It's a different issue. Why don't they have patience? Let them have patience. Very, very soon, the office will be inaugurated and all will rest. Biafra struggle is no longer, the Biafra Republic government in exile is not like the Department of Sabotua that do something and say underground. There is nothing like underground. Everything will come to the open. That is why our Prime Minister gives update. In everything, he gives update. Assuming, okay, let's say Samuel is pretending. How long is he going to pretend about that Biafra Republic government in exile office? How long? We saw when they brought the decoration issues there. You saw when they were fixing the chairs. The videos are there. When the chairs were brought, when the flag was raised. We have seen it on videos and pictures. Why don't you have patience and see when it will be inaugurated? Anybody that is doubting should go there that day and participate in inauguration. When the inauguration will be done, our Prime Minister will announce it so that people can be able to attend. Anybody that is still doubting to say if it is fake or not, if that is the only thing they are holding in their hand, they have nothing in their hand. So have patience. In a little while, you are going to see whatever you want to see. Since every other achievement you are seeing that is making is not making sense to you. Somebody who is winning global awards, somebody who is being recognized as a Prime Minister of Biafra Republic. Even the zoo themselves today, they no longer address him as miscreant. They no longer address him as somebody who claims. Biafra struggle is no longer on social media. It's not about claiming this time. This time it is reality. If they play, if they show, that is what is happening today. Anything he tells you, go and verify. Go to heaven, go to earth and verify. You will see it. So it is so shameful that those people who are doubting, especially the people who are going there to say they are making verification to tarnish the image of Mazi Samareba, they are destroying themselves. Always caution them. The more they continue to castigate him, the more they catapult him. As they are castigating him, he has gotten an ambassador of peace. The governors came together, they call him terrorists. They say he's making trouble, fomenting trouble in Nigeria. He's the one killing people. But the global world have given him an ambassador of peace. That should send a very strong signal to everybody. Donald Trump camp recognize him as one of the prime ministers that endorsed Donald Trump. It's there. Everything I'm telling you is confirmable. It's not maybe we're making it up. Everybody can go and confirm by himself. Master Samuel doesn't tell you something and say don't ask anybody. When he tell you say go and ask. And we see most of the things he's telling us. We see it on videos. We see it on writing. You can they are verifiable informations. But for people who want to confuse themselves, they continue to chase shadows. You are chasing Master Samuel is doing fundraising for himself. When you see the success he has made in a little time, the success he has made compared to the amount that have been donated, you can't compare them. For the past decade, more than 10 years, IPOB has been there. Money has been donated, a huge amount of money, and the people who were there were busy stealing that money from Mazi Nandekano with nothing to show. They were busy stealing the money from Mazi Nandekano. The money they collected from Mazi Nandekano to lobby alone, just lobby. Lobby that doesn't even achieve anything. If they mention the amount, you were wrong. The one Mazi Nandekano himself mentioned, $200,000 per month was being paid in US for lobbying. Without that lobby, still, even Nigeria could not enter into terrorism. They removed the name of Nigeria among the countries that is intimidating Christians. And they still sold the country to Nigeria with all those lobbying. With all those lobbying, they could not get any allies. They couldn't get any country as ally. But today, I can tell you that Nigeria has country. If you can't remember any country, Finland is an ally to Biafra today. At least that one. Do you know what it will cost for you to get such kind of opportunity? To have a country like Finland, have a direct connection with the president of Finland, to have Finland discuss Biafra issue for a good 1 week on their programs. Who made it possible? These are things that Mazi Nandekano was looking for with money. And what they were doing, they were busy extorting money from Mazi Nandekano right, left, and center. And maybe that was why Chukwuka Kabema gave him a rest, to step aside and have a rest so that somebody can come and sanitize the system. Because Mazi Nandekano was just all alone. He cannot be everywhere at the same time.
Mazi Nandekano was alone, and also he have soft heart. He's soft heart. He's too soft.
That is it. So the state we are now, it is not the Biafran people. Every one of us should be happy that we have somebody who has an open heart. And the most painful one today is that with all the love he is showing, still some people's heart is hardened. But the worst is that this kind of mercy will not be forever. More especially to the politicians. He has given an open check to the politicians. Begin to speak and stand for your people. And they refuse. Today we have given a vote of no confidence on the politicians. Every politician in Biafra land, starting from the local government chairman, your councillor, to the people in the House of Senate, none of them, and the governors, vote of no confidence. And the de facto government is going to take over charge of the affairs of Biafran people in Biafra land. Very soon, the names will be mentioned of the members of the de facto government in Biafra land. It will be inaugurated fully. So the Biafran restoration is not a joke. It's a process, and the process is on speed. It's on speed. What every one of us is supposed to do is to continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa, continue to stand with him, support him, give every single support you can give, financially and otherwise. Some of you who are expecting for us to begin to destroy everywhere, you want to wake up and you see flame everywhere. Do you know how much it costs to do that?
Yeah, that's exactly this thing you said now. I made a video. I said that Biafra restoration is not a call for war. Because somebody said Masogani was na you need disclaimer saying na ihe agada akwada ọgụ mana ị na-believe na Biafra. And see that in normal circumstances, the call for Biafra is not a call for war. And the example, Bondi, British chọrọ ịpụ na UN, onwe onye nụrụ ọgụ ha bara mba. Ọ bụghị referendum ka ha mere ha eji nwayọọ shebe ahụ nzuzupụ bịa nọdụ anyị n'ụkwụ. Ụfọdụ ndị anọ na soshal midia na-asụ oyibo, chetakwa na ọ bụrụ na a na-asụta Biafra n'oyibo, maazị Nnamdi Kanu karịa ịsụtakwa ya o. Afụbekwa m onye sụrụ oyibo karịa nwoke ahụ. Oyibo sụrụ how many years? Ọ sụtakwa Biafra n'oyibo. My brother, continue.
Some people out that there are so many things you have to do for you to get. You don't just get up and begin to cause problem and cause chaos everywhere and they give you Biafra. No. The things that Master Simon is doing today is the things that the world want to see. The world would like to know that you can be able to manage yourself. You have a government, assuming they say, okay, go. You have a government that will take charge of everything. And that is why the Biafra Republic government in exile is very, very key. Very, very key. You must have to put it active and let the world see their action. So that whenever you are speaking to today, the struggle is no longer about an organization. You're not talking about IPOB as an organization. No, you are talking about a government. That is what the Biafra is today. Any discussion of Biafra is discussion. We are discussing with people as a government, no longer as an organization. But the funniest thing is that there are still people who are still talking as an organization. All these referrals, all these Irans, they are still discussing the Biafra struggle as an organization. But we have crossed that stage. We have crossed that stage. That is why everybody has to fall online and key into the Biafra Republic government is that under Master Simon Ekpa for us to achieve Biafra.
If you don't want to fall online, you say you will sleep and wake up in Biafra land. If you know you don't have anything to contribute, go and sit down. No road, instead of mother name, if you are watching this program, you have any evidence that you can use to convince me, Linda, that I should start talking about Simon Ekpa in a negative way, please. That's WhatsApp number there. Send the video to me. Send the clear evidence, not English or trying to tell me story. I like evidence. You see, Simon Ekpa, whenever he want to expose anything, he come up with evidence. And evidence is what will make people to believe. So if you are not giving me evidence, you just want me to wake up one morning and start seeing Simon Ekpa as a bad person, I can never do that. All these people that are calling me on phone, writing me, please take note of this. If you want me to see reason, you say Simon Ekpa is a criminal, show me the evidence. Then nneche evidence ga sef ọ bụrụ na o doghị m anya ị ga wetakwa more. Convince me. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu convinced himself for people to start following him. A lot of people hated him before, but he proved himself. Today, me and you, myself, when I started following him or listening to his program, that time that I wasn't even listening to with my attention, on a quote dancing now, but later, when I cool down, that is why most of us have low mentality, but we claim that we are educated. We claim we are matured. People think that maturity is by age. No. And when you go for each and all mother, if you think go, each and all mother, on a kuzo, kebe 1 year in a kuku. Even maturity is not by height or whatever. Maturity comes with brain. Some of them say Simon Ekpa, but he's very, very intelligent more than you. Can you do what he's doing? Me, I cannot do what he's doing. I cannot be like him. I cannot be like Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. All he needs is your support. For the fact that he just like my brother said, or maybe some of us in the buy na like half na hatoroge. Ha chọ ka ha were gị gbakpunye gị ma ha fụ gị ipe mpe. Simon Ekpa surprise ha ịma ha fụrụ Simon Ekpa na-eche na according to them ha si na ọwụ dịwa afọ ọwụ nka ha che na onye ha ga-eji aka ote. Sometimes it's always good not to disclose yourself to people, because if you do, they will mee ife egwuregwu. They thought they can intimidate him, push him away, but hafuzie na ogosizie ha nke tọrọ Beatrice. So, like I said before, what this program today stands for is a call of wake up and action. Let us stop ịdị na-akọkasị onwe anyị. Ọ bụrụ na ya ha emenwu iburu oche gị jee one side jee nọrọ kịta oge ube na akị. Ọ bụrụ na ị nọba anyị na-ata akị na-aracha ube. Ọ bụrụ na ị maghị ife ihe eme jee larụwa ụra. Biafra bịa egwa gị. Biafra bịa emete gị n'ụra. Hapụnụ nwoke a aka. Hapụnụ onye a. Isukwa n'oke achọrọ m ime ife ọ na-eme. O mma kụrụ gị aka ime vidio mma bịa were ya postuo. Mma na-eto gị. Ibido ha na mmemme hapụ ịdị na kastigeti onye ọzọ. Mma na-eto gị. Mma na-eweta vidio gị ebe a pipụl na-enene na-amanye gị. Mana ọ bụrụ na ịpụta ịgbanye kamera ọ bụrụ Simon Ekpa ma mmadụ ibe gị ka ị na-abịa ịkọtọ. I will not bring such video here because this platform will create me for echo asịrị. Because if you are watching this thing, like this program, 116 people, please click on the right button. My brother, continue.
Thank you so much, my sister. It is so appalling and so sad why people cannot be reasonable. Simon Ekpa from the beginning on Ayokwafa. Sigi, don't fight me. Don't fight me. If you fight me, the spirit of Biafra will come against you. Even he took an oath before everybody and said, if I am not doing what is right, whatever you are doing, let it come after me. He has said it. He took the oath before everybody in his program. That if he is betraying Biafra or he's not genuinely fighting for Biafra, that any bad thing you think against him will work. But if he's fighting for Biafra genuinely, there is nothing you will do on the planet Earth that will work. And that is what is holding him today. It is, sometimes I laugh when I see somebody say, I will expose myself to someone else. Who the hell do you think you are? If the Department of Saboteur could not be able to get anything against him, they tried for 2 years, they couldn't get anything, no single thing against him. The Jezebel came. The Jezebel tried, and he said, I will expose him. We had, I will expose him until she disappeared.
I don't
know where that one, until she disappears. I will expose. Today, somebody will come from one angle and say, I will, the same language. When you tell them, show me one thing that you have against him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have said it. It is not compulsory that every one of us must be in this struggle. It is not compulsory. There is no law that says that every Biafra must fight to redeem Biafra. No.
Accountability, donation, ego, man on grant. Hey, mother,
that is so ridiculous. People just come, you capitalize on one thing and look for something to begin to distract yourself. Think you are distracting me. You are not distracting myself, you are not distracting Biafra. You are distracting yourself. You are taking yourself away. Even the little contribution you have made before, you have destroyed everything and destroyed your. I see people, elderly people that have been respected in the past. Sometimes people don't think. They should go back and think the kind of respect they had when they were behaving well, and now that you just rubbish yourself. And now shame cannot allow you to step back. That is one thing with life, with human being. There's a stage you get to when you are doing something at a stage you cannot go back anymore. That is why I have always advised on my program. Please, before you speak about anybody, ask questions, find out, and make sure you are standing on the truth. Any information that you're not sure about, don't fight. Don't talk about it. Nobody is above mistake. Don't take because somebody offended you, you begin to destroy yourself, thinking you are destroying that person. Today, you see the angle they have gone. You committed that you did something wrong. The Prime Minister recommended you. Instead of you to change from your wrong, you begin to deepen yourself into that wrong. You rub shoulder, either because you feel you are older or because you feel you have gained recognition. What kind of recognition will you have? Look at somebody like the deputy of Madam Nandekano. The deputy of Mazen Nandekano that everybody recognized while Mazen Nandekano was detained in 2015. Everybody was talking about him. His name is on the front line. But when he misbehaved, he disappeared completely. Today, do you remember him? The former deputy of Mazen Nandekano, today, do anybody remember him? That is how powerful the spirit of Biafra is. It doesn't matter how important you think it. Even Mazi Simon Ekpa today, if Mazi Simon Ekpa tomorrow changes and begins to do something that is bad, and a new person spring up, he would disappear completely. He would disappear completely. Nobody will hear about him again. It doesn't matter how popular you think you are. Just take an example of the deputy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to mention his name because in our program we don't mention people's name. Every one of you know the deputy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he changed and began to accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ignored him. He thought that because he was there, people are calling him on phone. Any day he's on broadcast, he's broadcasting, people are calling and hailing him. He think that because of that, you have arrived. And then you begin to fight against Biafra. Think you are fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You begin to fight something that made you whom you are. Thinking that he was fighting Mazi Nnamdi. What happened? Today, did they do it? Nobody remembers him again. Nobody remembers his name again. But in Biafra land, anyway, nobody knows that he exists. It's like he never existed. Wherever he is today, it's like he never existed. The same thing is what is happening to these people who are falling out from Mazi Simon Ekpa today. Mazi Simon Ekpa sprung up from the grassroots. He built himself from the grassroots and won the heart of the Biafran people. And Mazi Simon Ekpa, he is following the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything he is doing is what is approved by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And for the record, if you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not getting updates in what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing, he is getting the full update. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting information of every single thing that Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing. And you think if Mazi Simon Ekpa is not doing something right, you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will keep quiet. You think he will keep quiet? He will not tell his lawyer to talk. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you know, he is always sending memo through his lawyers. If Mazi Simon Ekpa is not doing something right, don't you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will send a memo and tell him to stop? Have you ever thought about it? You never think about that. You never think about it. Do you think that all these people that are going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are not gossiping to him and telling him what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing? Apart from the fact that Mazi Simon Ekpa has a representative that goes to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and tell him exactly what he's doing. Do you think that other lawyers are not telling him? Do you think they're not gossiping to him? And if Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing something that is wrong, do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not send a memo? The same way he's sending memo every time and telling them what to do, you think he will not send a memo and say, Mazi Simon Ekpa, please, I do not want you to continue on that path. Stay away from IPOB. So you think he can do that? Every Biafra should begin to reason well. Every single step that Mazi Simon Ekpa is following today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, very much aware. He knows about it. And he is very, very happy about it. The only strength that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive today, is because of the attitude, the action of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the only thing that is keeping him. The only thing that he remembers, he knows that he's going to come out with the flag of Biafra, is when he gets information on what we are doing outside. What Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing, the process is going. Because everything that Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing now, they are the things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been paying money for, crying for. Yet, all these criminals that surround him could not do anything. How many of you that is watching this program know that Biafra has a prime minister before? How many of you know that Biafra has a Biafra Republic government in exile? How many? If you are aware before this time, write it on the comment section. How many of us know that Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have Biafra Republic government in exile? How many of us know that we had a prime minister before this time? And if you know, what is the name of the person? What's the name of the person? How many of you know that Biafra has a de facto government in Biafra land before this time? How many of you know? Every single thing that Mazi Simon Ekpa have activated today are the things that will make Biafra a reality. But while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, he knows about it. He placed them in order, but there was no human being to activate it. The people he gave the Biafra Republic government in exile before to handle, they are all politicians. And what they are busy doing is to tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no, not yet. Don't do this, don't do this. Let us wait for election. Even when Mazin Nanka was kidnapped, Mazin Samuel Ekpa called them. Their so-called prime minister then, Mazin Samuel called them, activate every actions and begin to do your diplomatic move. He gave them almost 1 year. They did nothing. They were the same people telling Mazin Samuel to calm down. Let us wait for P2B. Let us try election. They were still talking about political solution. People that are supposed to look for independence.
Please like this video, like this program. If you are watching me, click on that like button, please.
That was why Mazin Samuel left them and proceeded on the inauguration, and the Biafran people voted Mazin Samuel in to pick up the assignment. And Mazin Samuel, since that time Biafran people voted him in, he has never been found wanting. The Biafran name have been going internationally across border. Doors have been opened, meetings have been held, many diplomatic moves are going. The cabinets of Biafra Republic government in exile, they are making moves. Some of you watching must have seen the moves the cabinet are making. All departments, they are functioning and they are working day and night. That is how to get Biafra. You don't get Biafra by just going to cause havoc, causing confusion everywhere. You just go and begin to throw bomb everywhere and begin to destroy things. That is not how to get Biafra. There is a process. It is when the world see you that you have had a process and put it in order, then they will begin to take you serious. Because they know that when that country is handed over to you, you can manage it. Today, you have seen our passport. Our passport has been out. It has been designed. Driving license designed. ID card designed. And today, it will begin, the country to begin to issue it from the liaison offices. You see our liaison offices everywhere. And more are coming up. That of South Africa is going to be ready very soon. We have in South Korea. That of Australia is ongoing. The one in Finland is almost ready. United States, the headquarters, is always within a space of how many years? In a short space, in less than 1 year. When was it announced? In how many months? All these things we are achieved within a short time. And still yet, somebody will come and tell me that Mazin Samuel Ekpa is not the person. Mazin Samuel Ekpa is not doing anything. Keep on deceiving yourself. Just keep on deceiving yourself and disturbing yourself. Just as Pastor Samuel said, that if you think you can bring him down, you are only setting yourself up for death. If you think you will bring Samuel down, you are only setting yourself up for destruction, because except he derails, which I know he will not, because he knows the implication. Except Master Samuel will move away from what he's supposed to do and begin to do something different. Except that is the only way the enemy can succeed. But as long as he continues to stand on the truth, focused on pursuing the independence of 7 million, more than 70 million Biafran people, nothing will happen to him. Anytime you make a move to drag him back, you are digging your grave. And he has begged so many times and begged so many times. He has said it so many times that the knowledge he has is not to fight against his own brothers as Biafrans. He has said it that the wisdom he had is not to fight against the Biafran people. The powers he has is not to fight against Biafra. The connections he's had is not to fight against, but to go against our enemy that is holding us captivity. That is where he's focused on. Why don't you allow him to focus? The only thing that Biafran should do today is to give Mazin Samuel Ekpa every single support you can give. Support the Biafran Republic government in exile, financially, more especially, because all this development we are seeing, all these things you are talking about now, it is money. It is money. Our supreme leader, Mazin Nandekano, spend millions, and nothing was achieved because evil people were around him. They were stealing the money. They were stealing just to lobby. I bet you that if the money spent on lobbying during that time, if the money they stole from Mazin Nanka for lobbying, if you bring that money and give to Mazin Samuel today, Biafra will be here. Biafra people don't need to be begging and asking and begging for money anymore. But people were surrounding Mazin Nanka, criminals everywhere. Mazin Nanka is one person. He can't be everywhere at the same time. He cannot be on he can't be everywhere. He did his best. He did the campaign. He did the sensitization, and people got the information. They got it. It is because of the message of our Supreme Namaste Nandekano. That is why you and I are smart today to speak about Biafra. It is because the message of Mazen Nandekano. That is why people of the Zoological Republic can stand boldly and begin to even talk of restructuring. So Mazen Nandekano created a record out of nothing, only with his microphone. He was able to wake up not only the Biafran people, but the Dudua people and other indigenous tribes that we are smart enough. He even gave courage to the politicians. It is the word of Mazen Nandekano that gave politicians the guts to talk about restructuring in the Senate. There was a time that you dare not mention restructuring in Nigeria. If you mention restructuring, you go to jail. There was a time in Nigeria you dare not talk about restructuring. But it was the message of Mazen Nandekano that gave them that courage, that break that bound. Today, even in their court, in the House of Assembly, in the Senate, people debate and talk about restructuring. This is something our eternal leader, Dim Odebogojugu, talked about in 1967. But nobody believed him. Today, they are coming back to him. And the greatest enemy that we have, that we must be careful of, is these politicians. Look at the idiots. Look at the idiot in Enugu State. Somebody, an illegitimate governor, an illegitimate man that nobody voted for. People that voted for him are not even up to 200,000. Today, he came in. Instead of him to fight for the freedom of Mazen Nandekano, he wants to stop sit at home. His first speech, his first attack now is on Biafra. The same mistake that this idiot in Anambra State made, Suludo. The same step that Suludo followed, and he failed. Anambra State became a dead zone and become ungovernable. That is the same mistake the Enugu idiot is making today. The clown in Enugu today, look at that. The same thing is what he's doing. He came and said that there will be no sit at home anymore. And our Prime Minister has spoken. If you think you can stop it, let him come out by himself on Monday and stop it. The Biafran people have spoken and challenged him. Let him come out on Monday and stop it. Sit at home of Monday is no-go area. If you want to stop it, you don't need to talk. Go and bring Mazen Nandekano out. As soon as Mazen Nandekano comes out of the dungeon, it ends. If you hear anybody talking about it, you can do anything you want to do to him. As simple as that. It doesn't need any process. It doesn't need any announcement. The only thing, as soon as the Biafran people hear that our Supreme Mazen Nandekano is out, automatically, Monday sit at home ends. We have said it again and again. Our Prime Minister himself has said it. But if you don't talk about the freedom of Mazen Nandekano, you want to start with ending sit at home. You are a joker. You are a joker. And whatever you see, you are going to face it because that thing you are inviting. That thing you are inviting. Peter Duce, in one of the adages, said that he that played the drum of the masquerade should be ready to embrace it when the dancers come. When you play the drum of the spirit, you are playing the drum of the spirit. When the dancers come, be ready to face it. Every one of us should wake up and support our Prime Minister.
My brother.
Today, Biafra struggle is no longer in the hand of organization, it's in the hand of the government. Biafra Republic government in exile. And that is the direction to go. Thank you, my sister.
My beloved brother, I don't know how to thank you enough for this wonderful education, for this for educating our people out there, because each time I remember I was playing, the reason why I came off like this, I was playing Mazen Nandekano because I always go back to listen to his broadcast. Each time I feel pain, each time I remember how this Biafra issue, especially the aspect of fellow Biafra attacking fellow Biafra, I feel like I am giving up and that I don't want to believe in Biafra. So my spirit will direct me, go and listen to Mazen Nandekano's previous broadcast. And once I search, and the one I will see is the one that will treat my worries, like the one I wanted to play before you called. I'm going to play it next time I come live. In that broadcast, he was saying that Biafra is the only solution. He talked about the benefits. I don't blame people in Biafra land when they don't truly believe in Biafra. It's just like somebody who have not traveled to European country, not all these ones in African country. They say they are abroad, they are still the same place. If you haven't traveled to European country and somebody is telling you how this place looks like, it will be to that person like a history, because they wouldn't understand. If you tell somebody in Nigeria that you have 24 hours light, they can't assume it. You tell them that there is every road here is that, they wouldn't assume it. To them it would be like a story. So I don't blame those ones if they are fighting against Biafra. The people that I am against are these people that are in the civilized world, that knows how everything functions, that's supposed to bring this thing. Some of them, the reason why they don't want Biafra to come is that one naira ha na-akpata ebe a, they want ha garuo ebe ahụ na-akpọ ha, oh nna oshiawe lata ha afọ n'aka dakpa na-eko ka akịrị mmiri mara. That is their reason. They don't want. When I was small, there is one man now in our neighboring village. They wanted to bring electricity. The statement he made, and then I was very small. That thing is still recalling in my brain. This man said, "Oh, if everybody have light now, how are they going to know somebody that is rich and poor?" Look at people's mentality. This is exactly why some people are fighting against this Biafra, because they feel that if everywhere is developed, that people will not have respect among them. But they see how they practice here. In Germany here, whether you are rich or poor, no, it's in your pocket. Nobody knows you. Everybody seems to be equal. They value life. Every damn human being here have immunity. When you are not working, the government provide for you. They see to your health. There is a good health fertility. There is good education. When you graduate in Nigeria, if you have a certificate in Nigeria, they call primary school or primary nursery school certificate. You have to go for 3 or 4 years training, depending on the course you study in Nigeria. There is no value. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sị ka o weta ihe abaghị, ha achọghị ka o weta. Ndị politicians baghị achọghị ka o weta, ka ndị mmadụ bịa na-arasasị ha otere. Bikonu, like I said before, if you are watching this video or this program, you have a clear evidence, especially those people that are telling me they want to use my platform, they want me to be talking against Simon Ekpa. Please give me enough evidence so that I will study it. I can never. Anytime I see that Simon Ekpa is not doing good thing again, he's delaying. Njuwa yo mia, ya hafuzi video yeba. Mia, but I will be the last person to criticize anybody, to on my camera like this and put na akoma ka mmadụ. Ya bụ na enwe no ife na-eme. Onye nwere ife ọ na-eme aya ha pụta ị ga-eme. If ihe ahụ ifili na onye a na-eme wrong, then you do it the right way. When the person sees you, the person will take correction. And then when you are making mistake and somebody corrects you, then you accept it. Nobody is perfect. I will remember Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, one of his broadcasts I was watching. There is a young man that called him. That was before he said that there will not be an Anambra election, and later he cancelled it. He said everybody should go and vote. So the boy was like calling him. Na see other kind na ngomma na na awori ndị mmadụ opụtata ọsị ha eje na-atụ echi ọsị ha enweghị ife the boy na-ekwufọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu atụpụdịrị ya ọnụ. Ọjọọ si na-ege ya, he gave him listening ears. Mgbe o kwuchara ọsị ya ikwuchago ọsị ya ọsa na ahụ taa. Ọsị ya na ọsị ya ga-akwuru mmiri saa ahụ. Na dịka Igbo sere ka na ya ga-akwuru mmiri na ya were mmiri jiri oyi ya wụọ n'isi ka those things ọ ṅụrụ pụọ. That was how he answered him. He didn't talk further. When Uche Mmefo left IPOB, did you hear Maazị Nnamdi Kanu discussing about him, despite the fact that there's another guy, Kezima Fire, that Nnas Amaha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu anara ya nwunye ya, that vowed that he honestly onye nke ahụ kwugide ifuru kọtụpụrụ ya, because he has his focus. That's why sometimes when Simon Ekpa is replying to people that are criticizing him, I'm not happy about that. You need to, if you have focus, you don't, mosquito gafe ijechiwa mosquito onye na-achị ijiji ọha onye nwere efe. So this broadcast today is to awaken the spirit of Biafrans. We must be united. Ọ bụrụkwa na anyị ekwetekwa ọ bụdo otu a onye enyi m nwaanyị onye ọcha na-enene program so ọ kpọrọ m ụbọchị a na-asị m nakwa m na-asị na ndị obodo nke ọzọ na-emegbu anyị emegbu ana m asị ya n'asụsụ ba because o nwere ike ndị ọcha na-enene program a maka enwere m oyi ha rinne so ọsị m nakwa nsị na anyị na-achọ ime mana ya na-afụ ụfọdụ ihe anyị na-etinye ebe ndị ụfọdụ na-ada against ihe anyị na-eme n'ọ na ya ekwekọrịta n'ọwa ya plan ahịa nna ifere onwe m a na-eme m onye mere m ji kwụsịzi ịdị na-etinye vidio ndị ahụ na-akọwa n'ebe a ifere onwe m a na-emezi m na-asị we must be united before actualizing this Biafra. Ọwụ otu a eburu iro abanyekwa ọkwa the same thing ọ ga-adị ka mmadụ isi na gota rịpụta rịkpukwe na mmiri ọzọ. The best thing is to bring yourself down no matter what you claim you are. Asọkwa gị nwee ego niile nọ n'ụwa ihe wụwụ aja nni akịka onye akịka otu a na-ebe mmadụ ji afịa ọ dị ere afịa ọkwa otu akịka a si ebe na mmadụ ada anwụ ọda afụ anụ ọ na-eri ọkwa otu ahụ ihe ọbụla ọzọ gị korona once this brief is seized you are nothing. Nnenecha ndị na-asị do you know who I am this onye ka ewu aja. Let's bring ourselves down. Onye na-eme ọfụma kwado ya not minding the age. Ime mistake mpam before nwụọ mehi so rest in peace. Enwe mgbe ọ ga-eme ya na mmadụ ga-eme nweta ọ ga-esi gwa mmadụ okwu si ha amaghị agwa ya ebe ahụ ọ nata nsị ya bet mpa otu isikwe gwa onye okwu adọghị mma ihe gwara onye adọ mma ọ bụkwa ihe ị kwesịrị ịgwa ọsị m nwa m elekwu ọjọọ m gwara nripitiere ya ọsị aghọtaghị m ya otu ahụ. That is how people, when you are corrected, don't feel that only na correct gị bụ obere nwa o ruru ihe ịgwa gị okwu iwu onye. So my great people of Biafra, I will repeat myself again, we must be united. Ka anyị kwụsị ịdị na-akparị onwe anyị, ka anyị kwụsị ịdị na-disgrace onwe anyị because the world are watching. Ndị anyị na-asịkwana n'aka ha apụ ha na-anekwa na-achịsị ndị iberibe anegodi ndị na-asị akwa ha na ebe otu a ka ha yesi ghara banye ebe ha. If you will not blame them. If you let that Simon Ekpa dey better of ma, if Nnamdi Kanu is the highest diplomatic human being, he said that if you know what you can do to bring Biafra, go and bring it. Imari ife Simon Ekpa na dey more ofuma. Biko, my brother, my sister, gị ga-enene video ma emecha gaanụ ma eni ya ife anyị chọrọ Biafra mụnwa chọkwara na ịna mụnwa chọkwara ịna be anyị na-agụ ma agụrụ anọ m ebe a anọna m ebe almost 9 years mana na-arọ nrọ ihe na-arọbụ ihe na-eme na be anyị achọrọ m ịna be anyị ọ bụ na ịlaikiri ebe a ị nọrọkwa mụnwa chọkwara ịna be anyị biko nunu wedata n'obi iwu ọnụ dajụrụ support ọnụ Simon Ekpa ọgwa nna isi na ihe ha support Simon Ekpa memenụ nke gị bidonụ ọ bụrụ Simon Ekpa kwuo okwu esi na ọwa asị ka ọ na-asị o mee ihe ije ghasasa ya nke ọbụla o mere menanụ nke gị kekwanụ nke ị mere nụ megodo ụfọdụ ka anyị fụnụ n'anya ka anyị sị na ọgụ nwa mere nke a. Don't force people to believe on you. Prove yourself to the people. Prove yourself to the people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu proved himself. People came to love him. Simon Ekpa is trying to prove himself. Why not start proving yourself by doing something so that we will believe, so that when you do good thing, I will bring you here. I will publicize your video. I will call you for interview. People will know you. Not in all one's corner. Simon Ekpa made broadcast today. Tomorrow, you will not do your own. No? It's not as if you are analyzing what he's saying. You start countering his word. But provide you. And when you made something analyze, you will be fault today. Then you correct the fault. Not always finding fault. Did Simon Ekpa tell you that he is a perfect man? The thing na gbazi m anya mmiri. Sometimes in the broadcast Simon Ekpa, I feel like crying because I see a brave man who is dedicated, who wants to help his people, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he is not being given opportunity. If he is not a strong man by now, spiritually, I'm not talking about physical aspect. How can he be but I thank God for the strength. So ekwuchagokwanụ m otu ọra m n'olu. My brother, ma menwe ihe ị ga-eji emechi ya.
Thank you, my beloved sister. Thank you, my beloved sister. Very nice. We have the only thing we keep with my fellow Biafrans, that the stage we are in now, it is now time to begin to castigate each other. It is not time to begin to talk about irrelevant issues. Biafra will come, with or without you. Whether you support or you don't support, Biafra is going to come. Just like our Prime Minister has said. Our Prime Minister said that if he needs him to go and shake the devil for him to get Biafra, he will do it. At a point, he told her that instead of him not to get Biafra, he will turn to a beast. That is the spirit of a fighter. So he is not waiting for you. It is left for you and I, for us to position ourselves and play our role. Biafra is coming in a speed. Whether you support or not support, that you support Biafra today is for you to tap your own blessing. Write your name in gold so that you be remembered. That is why you must join. The Biafra we are fighting for, it is not for Mazi Simon Epa, not for Mazi Nandekano. It is for the collective interest of more than 70 million people. For our generation, you see what is happening in our land today. Nobody to speak for us. The governors have been, all the politicians are bought over, they're against us. The only hope that the Biafran people have today is the Biafran Republic government in exile, speaking our voice and telling the world the situation of things. Just as I said before, if you have nothing to offer, please go to sleep. Sleep. When Biafra comes, we will wake you up. You join us, no problem. Mazin Nanekanu said, if you know what you will do to get me Biafra, go ahead, just get it and bring it to me. Master Maneba said, if you know you can be able to get Biafra, go ahead and get it. If you get it before him, we will join you in Biafra land. But if we get it before you, every one of us will join in Biafra land. We will have a law court to stand and tell us who did right and who did wrong. That is his word. Biafra will come, with or without you. It must come. So every one of us have to put our hand on deck. And if you think you are the one that is going to stop the coming of Biafra, like the people that have said over their dead body, if you are one of those who said over your dead body will Biafra come through Master Samoneba, please write your will so that you can save your family the problem. Write your will. If you have money, buy your casket and keep it behind you, because the time is very close. So that you save your family that money they will go to spend to go and buy casket. Help them, just buy it and keep by the side. If you are one of those that took that oath, you say over your dead body, welcome, the time is near. Just prepare yourself, write your will, because you are going. Nobody, no man born of a woman will stop our freedom. Because it is not because we said it, not because Mazi Samuel said it, not because Mazi Nanekano said it, because Chukwu Okikabiyama have announced our freedom. And when Chukwu Okikabiyama said yes, nobody can say no. Who has the final say? Chukwu Okikabiyama. You sing it in song, you sing it in prayer, you dance with it, but yet you don't believe what you are saying. Who has the final say? Chukwu Okikabiyama, he has the final say. And because he said we have to go, we are going. And nobody can stop it. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. I will see you again next time. May Chukwu Okikabiyama and protect everybody. And thank you, my beloved sister, for anchoring this wonderful program.
Thank you so much for also contributing to this program. And I want to appreciate everybody that joined this program. Those that like, if you haven't liked the program, please endeavor to like it. If you haven't share this broadcast to awaken the spirit of Biafrans. And I also put a disclaimer to YouTube because I want to put a disclaimer that Linda's TV show, we do not promote violent hate speech or misleading information. We are here to educate and inform the members of the public about what is happening in the globe, especially the freedom of the people called Biafra, the Israelites, the children of light. So I want to appreciate each and every one of us. Like I said before, if you know what you can do it. Support Simon Ekpa that is doing great work. If you think that what he is doing is not good and you know the one that you can do, my brother, my sister, go and do it and stop criticizing him, stop countering his work. And if you have any evidence to, prove yourself right, do it, not by speaking English. If it is by speaking English, by now Mazen Nandekan would have gotten Biafra, but English cannot bring Biafra. Is action, work, dedication, and unity. We must be united, whether you believe it or not. Once Biafrans unite, see the coming of Biafra. But if we continue like this, it will take the grace of God for Biafra actualization to happen. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Ugobero, onye si ibe ya biri ya biri, ka anyị fụọ onwe anyị n'anya. Abụ m onye Igbo, ana m asụ Igbo, amụrụ m n'ala Igbo, etoro m n'ala Igbo. Ọ bụ ebe anyị na-achọ ihe anyị eji bara onwe anyị uru ka anyị ji bịa ebe a. Ọ bụrụ na be anyị dị mma, ya ha fụkpa n'ebe a. Enwere onye German ị ga-afụ na Naịjirịa, olesa ọ bịara izu ori. Ndị ọcha ọbụla fụrụ na Naịjirịa onye ori, ezigbote onye ori ka ọ bịara izu, o zuru ọna ọya ha nọnwa ebe ahụ. So ka anyị gbaa mbọ hazie onwe anyị na-aba anyị, dozie ebe anyị, ka ndị abịa na be anyị bịa gbatụrụ anyị odibo a na-agbara ebe a. Many of us are suffering here. Anyị na-ata afụfụ ebe a, mana anyị bịa na-ekpuchi ya, bịa yiri efe kpuchie ya maka value ego ha ka nke anyị. A na-ata afụfụ from morning to night. Ihe eteta ụra 4 o'clock, pụọ n'ụlọ, ị na-anata chie. You have time with your wife, your husband, your children. Ị na-adọ na ya n'otu a ka ị ga-esi dọligide one day mmadụ awụsa ọkpụkpọ. Mana ọ bụrụ na ị nọrọ be gị, asụm na ị nọrọ be gị, ya adịla ezi mba, ya na-arụkwa ọrụ, mana ịrọ izuo n'ike, ijekwana mere enjoyment. Mgbe ụfọdụ anyị anọrọ agụrụ na-agụ gị, maghị ife ya eri, irigodi n'ebe a. Ọdịrị mmadụ m ana m alaik ife a na-eno eno. Mgbe ọbụla nna ya erighị ife a na-eno eno, adịka ha na-arịa m. Ị na-achọ ihe ha afọ, ije gotekwa na-egote isie ya, test ya ha dị. Bikonu gbanụ mbọ hụ na onwe ọnụ, ka anyị hụ onwe anyị n'anya, ikpe ebie. Ya gaziere nwoke, gaziere nwaanyị, onye chiri nke o chiri ya zero. Ka chi fonu ndị be anyị.